What's up, Marks? That's right. I know I've been gone for a minute, but guess what? I'm back. And not only am I back, but I am here with none other than the cryptid Roman.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, I think that's the first time I've heard him speak.
At least in this, the first time we've been in the same room with each other.
Yeah, like ever. No, I'm kidding.
Ever? Yeah, ever.
Yeah, I've only ever seen him in the forest.
Yeah.
But today we are here to talk about some pretty amazing stuff. None other than Magnum Wrestling and their next show, What May Come. So let's talk about what may come. But before we, I guess, really get into it, let's talk a little bit about what has come, right? Let's talk about last show. I, unfortunately, was not there. I was in Puerto Rico. But we do have someone on set that was there. We have Chava the Hero off screen who's going to be chiming in, helping us, correcting us, giving us tidbits of stuff we may have missed last show.
Let her know when you was wrong.
When I was wrong.
Yeah, like Nino cashing in. You've been saying for months, and guess what? You weren't there, and he finally cashed in because you was wrong.
Well, think about this. I am a part of the Apex. I am a part of these Apex meetings. I knew Nino was going to cash in, so I was like, you know what, you guys, and Fowler's in the group now. He can kind of pick up some of my slack while I'm gone. Y'all handle business. I'm going to go to Puerto Rico with my honey.
Okay.
And that's what I did. Nino handled business. As part of the Apex, that's what we do. And I handle business in Puerto Rico. All right? We're going to be talking about the card of what has been announced. As always, card is always subject to change, as well as this card will be announced in mark order. So this does not mean that this will be the order of the matches at the show, but will be our order. So Jackson King, starting off first, Jackson King versus Alan Shepard versus Alvin Falcone with DeSantis, right? Let's talk about this. We've seen Jackson King. The Marks love Jackson King.
Mm-hmm.
We love Alan Shepard. We don't care for Alvin Falcone.
Nope. That's something like that.
Falcone's got a small chain.
Falcone,
Small
yeah.
chain.
Small chain, yeah.
That's all we got to say.
So, but I guess we could talk about, don't think Alan Shepard, if I'm not mistaken, Alan Shepard did not have a match last month. Neither did Jackson King. But Falcone did. He went up against Dwight. He is coming off a win, right? A win with DeSantis' help, but a win's a win.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think?
Unfortunately, a series of wins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he won. He quote unquote beat TJ, right? Record book shows that he has the win.
He has a win, I guess.
But he won that match. He won the match before that. His last loss when he had that triple threat for the Top Gun title, and I don't remember if he got pinned in that match. So, because I believe that was him, Mac, and Nitro. So that would have been his last quote-unquote loss.
Yeah, I don't remember who got pinned in that match either. But we could just say it's Falcone, because, yeah, that just sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Who do you got?
Honestly, from what I've seen of Jackson King, I think he's going to be my pick for this match, honestly. I just like the energy he brings to the matches.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he does everything. Pretty, I'd say awesome is the word I'm going to use for that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. See, I'm going to agree with you. I will also go with Jackson King at this match just because I love his energy. I am a Jackson King fan. Every time he comes out, I think the crowd has given him a standing ovation more than once. And there's a reason for that. It's Jackson King is hot right now, and I want to see Jackson King win this. Because what better way to, keep elevating him than to get a win over Alan Shepard?
And Falcone.
It's Falcone.
Yeah. But still.
It's Falcone. Here's my thoughts real quick.
Yeah.
Alan Shepard has his last match in Magnum was that 4v3/4 at Weekend at Stripes, which came out of the loss.
And Heartbreak.
Yeah. And then before that was the tag match where him and Bo teamed up to go against Crucible, and he lost. I think all those losses has built up a lot of pent-up energy.
Fair.
I'd like to see him win, but the problem is we have Jackson King 1v1. We have Alan Shepard on his own, but then we have Falcone with DeSantis. But DeSanti isn't a in-ring competitor anymore, but he still gets involved. He does still do some of his tricks here and there.
Well, and here's my argument with that, right? It's if it was a 1v1 match, yes. DeSanti is unfortunately a huge asset for Falcone because he can easily distract either the ref or the opponent. Now, in a triple threat, you get someone else in there, it gets a lot tougher because guess what? DeSantis can't just keep his focus on one person and trying to distract one person. He has to try to distract, realistically, 2 at a time. Every single time. Either the opponent and the ref or both opponents at the same time, right? Because, I mean, at the same time, he starts distracting the... Let's just say he starts distracting the ref. Really, all he's doing is creating a great opportunity for 2 people to just start beating and going crazy with no limitations on Falcone.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pick and choose his moments.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pick and choose his moments. It's a different strategy game at that point, right? So when it comes to triple threats, in my opinion, at least in my opinion, DeSanti becomes less of a threat. Now, is he a threat even though he's not in the ring? Yes, but less of a threat at this point because now there's someone else in that ring. At least my opinion.
You're right.
But moving on, next we got Pacheco and O'Shea versus Uriah Upton and Lumbermack. We got a tag team match, y'all, which I've been loving the tag team at Magnums. Just the tag team matches they put, I feel like, are on a whole other level. Not even just for like your local indie wrestling, but just in general, all of wrestling. I feel like they've been putting great tag matches recently. Pacheco and O'Shea, from what I've heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is actually kind of a repeat match from last show. Pacheco and O'Shea had not the best chemistry. They were, from the sounds of it, they were competing more with each other than with their opponents. Would you say that's fair?
That is correct. Banda's dad and O'Shea were just clashing heads the entire time, and it did not bode well for them. Uriah and Mac got the upper hand in the end just because of that miscommunication that they consistently were having. But they did show potential when they did actually work together. They were owning that ring.
So, and I'll argue this. I mean, you got Uriah and Lumbermack, which again, I've heard they have had good chemistry together. So maybe this might be something we start seeing regularly. It kind of, just the pairing itself, honestly, kind of gives me Braun Strowman and Ricochet vibes. Honestly, to be completely fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
But with Pacheco and O'Shea, it's you have these two stars. These 2 can be top stars. You can put them in the main event scene. You can put them in, against Fowler or whoever will be the main champion, right? Or even Nitro at it. Like all of these people have gone up with Nitro, and if I'm not mistaken, I get why they would want to challenge each other because they're these 2, for the lack of better terms, these alpha dogs, they want to be the top guys. So it's like, hey, I can't work with you because I want to be better than you.
Mm-hmm. It's just they clash sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if they can figure that out and work well with each other, they're going to be a unit.
Yeah, they have potential to be like a really dangerous team to go against.
Oh yeah. Maybe they figure it out and maybe they're the ones to dethrone the Crucible. I don't know. I'm not saying they will because, I am part of the Apex. Ain't no one beating us. But who knows? But with this, I mean, Uriah and Mac are also nothing to laugh about. Uriah, just high flyer. I love seeing him in the ring. Lumbermack he's that gentle giant where he doesn't want to hurt you, but he'll hurt you if he has to.
All I'm saying is I needed on camera that you are part of the Apex in this whole regard, because it's like, I don't believe it.
So you need it on camera? I've been saying it on camera.
I need them to just say it.
Nah, they know.
I need an actual member.
Yeah, you got me.
Yes. Okay.
Carlos is part of the Apex.
I don't know. I might be a little biased on this match though, because I'm a big fan of Lone Mac. I like watching him.
Yeah.
Come out and do his thing. Big man. And then I've seen maybe up in a couple different times at a couple different other Magnum shows, and I don't know. I like the way he works at everything spots he's done. Like high flyer for sure, crazy.
Yeah. He is a high flyer, and he's FTD, fresh to death.
Fresh to death.
Bigger chain than Falcone, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, are you going Uriah and Lumbermack on this?
Ooh, I think I might. I think I might for sure.
So, let me tell you why you're wrong. Pulling an icon right here.
Aye.
I'm going with Pacheco and O'Shea. Because, like I said, maybe the last show kind of opened their eyes, and they're going to be like, you know what? Maybe let's start working together. Let's not compete against each other. We are a team. Let's start working together. And also, I'm just a big Banda's dad fan.
That's fair.
Let's be honest here. So I'm gonna go Pacheco and O'Shea.
So, I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Oh,
Yeah. So O'Shea, she's a great competitor. Well, he needs to get the work done. He knows tag team wrestling. We've seen that with him teaming up with JJ Garrett. We've seen how good of a unit they are together. But the problem is Omar, Pacheco, Banda's dad's ego. That's the problem. He has such a huge ego. We've seen it like beforehand in PWP, right? He held the Ray Phoenix out for 600 plus days, right? He came in here pretty much demanding title shots here and there, and he didn't deserve it. He just has that big ego. So he wants everything to go his way, but O'Shea's not like that. O'Shea's a stallion, right? He's free spirited. He will do whatever he wants, and that's not going to go well for them as a tag team. And so I got Uriah and Mac. I'm seeing this as a repeat of last month. They're not going to get together. They're not going to work together, and it's just going to lead to frustration to the point where, honestly, I don't even see Pacheco like doing anything. I see O'Shea just getting pissed and doing the job himself and just, kicking his ass.
That's my thought of going with Mac and Upton. Like what if they do that again? What if they clash again and then throw it and cost them the match? It just they have that potential of that happening again and them screwing themselves out of that.
see, does Omar have an ego? Yes, he does. I'm not gonna deny it, but I feel like we've seen it that he can evolve, he can adapt, and he will better himself. He will earn that ego, at least, if not to others, at least to himself, right? So that's why I believe in Pacheco. I believe in O'Shea. Because he's like, I gotta prove myself.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I was gonna say I believe you're wrong, but okay.
All right. Well, next match, we have a Top Gun title match. Not with Nitro. That's right. We have a new Top Gun champion, Nino, my fellow member from the Apex who cashed in. We've already talked about this. Versus JDX. I don't know much about JDX, but I do know this. He is new to us, but has been around the Midwest scene for a while. He has been trained by the Nightmare Factory, according to his socials, which, you know who else was trained in the Nightmare Factory? Our boy Kit.
Let's go.
We love you, Kit.
We love Kit. Yeah.
Shout out, Kit. If you haven't seen our newest short with Kit, watch it. Or watch it to find out what happens if you don't watch it. But let's talk about it. I mean, I'm be honest. No disrespect to JDX. I'm gonna just say right now, Nino's winning this.
Yeah, with all the momentum he's gotten recently, I really don't see it going any other way. Nino's just like on top right now.
Yeah, Nino's on top. Nino's a monster. He is, as my fellow Apex member. I mean, let's just talk about it. At meetings, we know we're setting him up to sit at the head of the table. Just saying. So with that said, I mean, respectfully, JDX, it was nice seeing you. Hopefully you come back and, you get to do more, but Nino's winning this.
So we're acknowledging Nino now. So
Yeah.
head of the table.
We acknowledge the Kong. We acknowledge the Nino.
You there, sitting at home, acknowledge me.
Any thoughts, Chava?
I mean, listen, it's the Apex, right?
Yep, we're the Apex.
They're called the Apex for a reason. But I agree. He has a lot of momentum. It's really hard to stop him right now. So at this current time, I don't see anybody stopping him. There's Nitro had was on top of his game.
He was.
No one was taking that title off him. No one was at his level. And just because Josh Price attacked him after the match, really did a number of them during the match and then after the match, and then Nino cashed in. That was the only way he lost the title. So with Nino's been a threat. You know, his last loss was against Jackson King in January, which if you haven't watched that match is still on YouTube, and you can see your fellow Mark, go up to Nino and see what happens. So I don't know. I see Nino holding on to that. But at the same time, again, I've never seen JDX. I don't know how he is. I don't know how he's going to be. I don't know what level of strength he will bring to this match. So as of right now, Nino's got it. My mind might change once I see him in person, see some clips.
All right, so I think all the marks are going for Nino on this, respectfully. Again, JDX, we're excited to see you.
For sure.
But, Nino's Nino. Next match, which, wow. This match I'm really excited for. We got The Crucible versus NDS for the tag titles. Wow. This is, from what we've been able to see, is an ongoing feud across multiple other promotions. So, both opponents know what they're working against.
Yeah, it won't be their first time meeting,
Yeah.
So they have experience going against each other.
Yeah. So with that said, they probably also both have a lot of animosity against each other. Now, as much as I love my fellow members of the Apex, they've had the titles for a while now. They did lose them for a little bit to Beers and Guns, but immediately got them back.
Guns and beer.
Or Guns and Beers. Sorry. No disrespect, Mr. Joey Anderson and Mr. Duke Cornell, respectfully. But, again, they've just been on a dominating run right now. Not only that, Weekend at Strife, they revealed that Fowler's have been with them, right? You had the last show, Nino cashed in. So now you got all the Apex with gold. You got the Crucible with the tag titles, Jay Fowler with the Magnum title, Nino with the Top Gun title, and me with the World Heavyweight title. You know what I mean? But as much as I love them, realistically, there's always an end to every era. Is NDS that end to the era of the Crucible? I'm not saying it is, but that's the question I'm posing. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I've seen a couple of the Crucible matches, the matches they've had at Magnum, and they're a couple hard-hitting guys, big guys, so I know whatever fight they're gonna have with NDS, they're gonna put them through every hell, basically. I haven't seen too much of NDS. I would imagine since they've had a couple matches with them, they'll know what they're doing against them for sure.
Thoughts?
So with ongoing feud, these two teams have gotten to know each other very well in the ring, right? Which is a problem for the Crucible, because look at when they faced Guns Beer, they went against them so many times that eventually Guns Beer learned the secret to beating them, and they got the titles off of them. So will this happen again? Honestly, I do think this is going to happen.
Wow.
I got NDS taking the belts off of Crucible. Because yes, they are in a dominating run, but I think it's time for that run to end. Now, Brixton has told us specifically that we were dead wrong at Over the Top. So we're dead wrong and to never bet against the Crucible. Well, guess what?
Today's the day.
Today's the day I bet against the Crucible.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit.
Wow, you're betting against the Crucible? Are you betting against the Crucible?
Unfortunately, no, I'm not, because they're just I don't know. Like I said, they're at the top right now, also as well, being part of Apex and everything. So every match I've seen them, they've just dominated. Yeah.
So it's nice to know at least one of my co-hosts, my on-screen co-host, knows what's up. You don't bet against the Crucible. Again, I pose a question, is this an end to an era? But realistically, that was a rhetorical question. It is not. The Crucible will come out on top. Will they have a fight ahead of them? Absolutely. Again, ongoing feud. These four opponents in the ring will know each other very well. So there's gonna be a lot of. I'm honestly expecting a lot of new things. Maybe things we haven't seen the Crucible do before, or maybe see them do as much, because they're probably gonna have to pull out all the stops on this, right? But they're still gonna win. But that's what I'm leaving that at. So next match, we got a match. We got Red Wing versus Kurt Gannon. And wow, talk about big meaty men slapping big meaty meat.
It's lots of meat.
A lot of meat. A lot of meat, right? You got Red Wing, which Red Wing, again, we've seen what Red Wing does.
Yes.
We've been in awe about Red Wing, what he does, right?
Red Wing does some crazy stuff, honestly.
Does some insane stuff. Never in my life, I've seen people get knocked off their feet. Never in my life have I seen someone knock someone else onto their feet. And that's what Red Wing did to Kit. I'm just saying. So Kurt Gannon also, just like looking at his Instagram, haven't seen him. He's new to us, if I'm not mistaken. But he just looks like a hoss.
It's total, like, he's monster of a man.
Yeah. I off camera, we were talking about this, and I dubbed him the Incredible Kurt. Because that man is huge, and I do not want to see him angry. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, oh, and let's also not forget, he follows us. So that automatically adds like plus 10 to like his strength and his coolness, in my opinion.
Very cool.
So I'm really excited for this match. What are your thoughts?
I am excited for this match. I honestly, I love a good hoss match. So seeing these two guys gonna go at each other, I don't know. It has me feeling some type of way. Let's be honest.
What about you? Does Chava have any thoughts on this one?
Big meaty men.
Big meaty men?
Big meaty man. Slap me.
It's just gonna be a good fight. Like, I don't know what else I can say. Honestly, it's just gonna be a good fight. I haven't seen really much about Kurt Gannon. He does follow us, which is awesome. He's really big. You should see his back, like Jesus.
Back with a capital B.
Yeah, with capital B-A.
B-A. Oh,
Yeah. Cool. But Red Wing, you know, he's been in competitive, like, body,
powerlifting.
There we go, that's the word. Powerlifting competition. So, in terms of strength, I don't know, I gotta go with Red Wing. In terms of this match, again, I've never, kind of the same thing with JDX. I got Red Wing up until I see Kurt go.
Fair.
So as of right now, I got Red Wing, but no disrespect to Kurt. It's just, I gotta see you in that ring to determine, and who knows, it might change while I'm watching the match. My opinion, it's happened before.
Fair. See, I'm gonna go Red Wing as well, but this is why I'm going with Red Wing, because Red Wing has a fire lit up inside of him. He has a mission. He has a goal, and that goal is to take out all of the Apex, specifically Fowler. He has a mission, and I mean, a man with a mission, a man with a purpose. There's no one else dangerous, in my opinion.
Exactly. Like, I'm excited to see this. Like, the Kurt looks like a monster of a man, but Red Wing is just another type of animal. He's crazy strength, and the way he moves for a man that size, unbelievable.
Yeah, and I feel like we've seen that a lot at Magnum. Is like we've seen people move ways they shouldn't be able to move, and it has been amazing. So with that said, buy your tickets, guys. Come watch this show. Support your locals. Not just Magnum. If you're watching from out of state, just go to your locals. I'm sure you got Magnum level performances out there. And if you do, let us know.
Or if you are from out of town, you can watch Magnum Wrestling with a subscription to IWTV.
There you go. So with that all said, I think I got Red Wing. You got Red Wing.
For sure, Red Wing.
Red Wing.
I until like Chava said, we'll see how Kurt can do. Like I said, he looks like a monster of a man. Like,
oh yeah,
I've said, like, I don't know how many times, 3 times probably. But so I'm excited to see both these guys. Honestly.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. But unfortunately, Red Wing. I mean, or fortunately, Red Wing.
Fortunately, Red Wing. So let's go to our final match. We have Jay Fowler versus Nitro. And man, am I excited for this match. Bang, bang, bang. Which honestly, I'm also kind of. It's tough. It's gonna be tough for me because I love Nitro, right? Bang. This man defended his title in a 8-man ladder match. Went up against 8 other people and still won. That man was on a tear of a run. Just no matter who went up against him, he was always coming out on top, going the extra mile. He was proving his worth as our Top Gun champion. It took him winning a match and then getting attacked after the match and then getting cashed in for him to lose that title. So again, the Apex, we're smart. We plan. We strategize. I get it. Nitro's the threat. So I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of worried on Fowler. For Fowler on this one. What are your thoughts?
Fowler, amazing at what he does for sure in the ring. Nitro, also crazy in the ring, a very sticky man. So I don't know. I'm excited to see these two go head to head, especially for that belt. Is it for the belt? Is that what this match is for?
Yeah,
so,
for the belt.
Yeah, so I think with that on the line, they're both gonna try like the best they can. So
yeah. So and let's talk about maybe something a little bit different that we haven't really seen before, right? We saw a little bit of it last match. Or last show, is every time Fowler previously, before aligning himself with us, the Apex, every match he was kind of out there on his own. If he was attacked, then he just took the beating and kind of left it at that. And there were times where Nino was playing that facade of pretending to cash in and kind of playing mind games with Fowler and everything. And, there were maybe sometimes people backed up Fowler, but it was never consistent, right? It was usually he was out there on his own. He was proving himself of why he was the Magnum champion, right? This time it's different. Nitro has also gone through that of always just basically being on his own and having to prove himself and calling it a day. But Fowler has the Apex now. At the end of the match or close to the end of the match, if maybe Nitro is about to win that, you got your 1, you got your 2. That 3's coming down. Who's coming out? The Crucible, Nino, to help save the day.
Carlos,
Me, you know what I mean? So really, we got a new Fowler, and I am excited to see. He is the new guy, so I'm excited to see what we're gonna see, what side of Fowler we're gonna see, right? But Nitro, bang,
bang, yeah, you monster wrestler.
My monster. So I'm gonna be honest, this one. I'm going to be undecided.
Undecided?
I'm decided because it's tough for me.
That's a cheap way out. First of all, you should just, if you are part of the Apex, which, see, this is making me believe you're not, you should just always go with your boy.
But he's new. He's the new boy.
Yeah.
He has to prove himself to.
He's still your boy. You gotta back up your boy, whether or not they're new or not. That's what you do. That's how you survive as a team. Back up your boy.
Our true student back up JD.
That's all much. Are you gonna get in the ring with Fowler? Good luck. Look at the last guy that I got in the ring with Fowler. There's a picture. There's a shirt now.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that. It's really good.
Yeah.
See, all I'm saying, I wouldn't just jump in, but if Fowler invited me to the ring, I'm saying I ain't backing down.
Okay.
I ain't backing down. Maybe we have a Apex Civil War to figure out the hierarchy.
Anyways, Nitro, hell of a competitor. Really brought that more prestige to that Top Gun championship. He, like you said, defended an 8-man ladder match, still won it. Defended it in multi-man matches, several triple threats, several fatal 4-ways. He did a lot. Like I mentioned earlier, it was hard to imagine him losing that belt. But you know what's not hard? Imagining him win the belt off of Fowler. Because here's the thing, Fowler's not comfortable, especially now that he has the Apex behind him. He's comfortable.
Fair.
But again, we don't know much about JDX, so we don't know what we're going to see from him. But if he really gives that work to Nino's not going to come out there. He's going to be licking his wounds in the back. NDS knows how the Crucible runs, and they're going to give them the work. They'll be licking the wounds in the back. So who's Fowler got to help him? Now you ain't getting in there. I'll make damn sure you don't get in there.
Oh, damn.
I'll make damn sure you don't get in there. If that happens, if it's just you left, you ain't getting in that ring. I'm gonna make sure you don't get in that ring.
So we're gonna have a 4.5 Mark Civil War.
You don't want that. You saw me chop Bonda for his birthday.
I did see you chop on that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I got Nitro becoming our new Magnum Wrestling Champion.
Okay.
Because he's got
Bang, bang, bang,
Honestly,
bang. So you're going Nitro too?
of course.
I'll say this. My heart wants Nitro, but my mind, what I think with, knows Fowler's gonna win. But that was the last match that we have on the card. But let's maybe talk a little bit about who we haven't talked about, who we haven't seen. Again, it's the shows. What may come, so what may happen? What may we see? Right? There's a lot of possibilities here. Donnie.
Yeah, so you two were at the last show. So Donnie had his match working. He was very dominant at the match. But here's the crazy thing that happened after that match. We got Duke coming out and confronting him. And Duke was ready for a fight. He walked down to that ring and he started taping his hands ready. That tape's somewhere over there behind you. Yeah, it's right there next to the marquee thing. That's Duke's tape. He was ready for a fight. And Donnie walked away. He chose not to fight Duke because he knows that's not a smart decision to fight Duke on his own time and his own terms. So what happened is Duke joined what was originally scheduled as a triple threat. He joined that, made it a fatal four-way, and Donnie cost him the match.
Ooh.
So, we're gonna get Duke versus Donnie, but Donnie's kind of running, so it'll be on his time. So will it happen at this show? We don't know. Hasn't been announced yet. Will it happen at the next show? Who knows? We don't know what the next show is,
But it will happen.
but it will happen.
Yeah.
So there's that. Nino cashed in, right? This was his last month to cash in. So what that means, the expiration's up for that. That means time for a new Piggy in the Bank holder.
Ooh.
Again, I don't think this will happen at this upcoming show, but I do think it'll happen in June.
Just something to think about, yeah. No, for sure. Absolutely.
Something coming up soon, the Piggy in the Bank. And then we got our boy Kit.
Kit.
So we'll see Kit, he hasn't had the best of luck. I mean, but facing Red Wing, and then facing Red Wing, Duke, and sorry, I can't remember who was also in that fatal four-way. But having these other opponents, like, it's tough for him to get a win.
Where?
Yeah.
Hopefully we do see Kit, even if not, participating in the match or anything. At least, he's just there. Because we love Kit. 4.5 marks. We love Kit. But let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you agree with us, disagree with us, why you agree or disagree with us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Get your friends. If you have someone that you know that wants to go to these shows and maybe they haven't gone, just have them go. Tickets aren't crazy expensive, and I get it. But at the same time, make sure to let them know to follow us because, we've given out tickets before. Who knows?
I'm gonna call out a mutual friend and Barbara Andre.
Yep.
You were supported for the Marquis, and you have yet to be on the show. Yep. So how about you come to the show?
Andre, this is your shout out. Come to a show. But no, yeah, feel free to take your, everyone else, go to these shows. These Magnum and your local wrestlings can't do what they do and put on these amazing shows without you there. And there's a reason Magnum has been selling out. You're gonna get your money's worth and then some. Go to these shows, please, guys.
Support.
But with that said, there's only one thing left to, note. If that check bounces, so do you.